Metal Up, this is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and MetalMotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing entitled Your Life Will Change When You Get Pissed Off. Now, this is all being shown in my Life Domination online coaching program, and you can learn more about that if you visit the link below. Your life will change when you get pissed off, or should I say when you finally get pissed off. You know, we have a whole range of emotions. Some we deem negative, others we deem positive. Obviously, things like happiness or love or laughter, things like this, we deem those to be the positive emotions, whereas things like depression or anger or rage or something like that, we deem to be the negative emotions. And that, for the most part, is the case. But there are times when your angst, there are times when your frustration, when your anger, when you getting pissed off is a good thing. Sometimes there is healthy anger. There is healthy disappointment. Sometimes there is a healthy rage when that anger or rage is directed against something evil or bad. God forbid we ever become complacent. God forbid we ever become accepting of things that are evil. Who is not enraged about child abuse? Who is not enraged about young women being sold into sexual slavery? Who is not enraged about the innocence that gets punished or persecuted? Who doesn't get enraged about some of those things? If we did not become enraged, if we did not experience a healthy form of hatred or indignation against these things, would we ever take action against them? We need those emotions. We need them to be controlled, yes. We need them to be focused, yes. We need them to be directed. And we need the action that's taken, that gets enacted on these emotions, to be precise and measured, to where the punishment certainly does fit the crime. But you must have those emotions to begin with. So in a sense, sometimes those emotions are healthy because they spur us to action. It's when injustice goes too far that we as a people go into action. And so look at that for your own life. Are there things that you contend with that maybe you just need to be a little angrier about? No, I'm not talking about necessarily, being disappointed in a loved one, where we unleash unhealthy rage and abuse and oppression and manipulation and control on people that we care about, people that are entrusted to our care and our charge. I'm not talking about that kind of nonsense. I'm talking about hatred for the habits that are bringing you down. I'm talking about hatred for the way you've been an obstacle even to yourself. Hatred against the resistance that life brings you. You've got to get pissed off about it. You've got to get angry about it. You need to really pay attention to those things that you are frustrated and disappointed with, because sometimes you need some more fuel to that fire. Sometimes you need to add a little more fuel to the fire of that disappointment, of that thing that you keep contending with, that thing that holds you back, that is just a vicious cycle that you can never seem to get beyond. It might be healthy for you to be a little bit more pissed off about it, to be a little bit more angry about it. There's an old mentor of mine that used to talk about that the fact that anger sometimes is a great indication of something you need to be focused on in your life. Is there a cause, that you're upset about, something that enraged, some injustice in the world? Maybe you need to be a part of that. And I'm not talking about just going online and posting a bunch of memes, doing this, this slacktivism that we do on social media. I'm talking about getting involved. I see people all the time that post things about the rich, or they post things about this political issue or that social issue or whatever. and they never give any money to it. They never invest their time. They never volunteer about anything. They just get behind a keyboard and post. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that if you really believe in something, and you believe in it because the injustice makes you angry, then sometimes that can be an indication of something you should be involved in. Or as he used to say, the problem that infuriates you is often the one you're likely to solve. And so for me, there are things that disappoint me. There are things that frustrate me. I want a better world, okay? But for me, it's not so much the injustices per se that drive me bananas, but it's the way we hold ourselves back. It's the way that we have been weakened as a people over time. It's the way that luxury and things have fed our laziness and apathy, that I know that the key to a better world is not putting the right person in political power. The key to a better world is changing the people within the world, helping them to get past their setbacks, helping them to get past their hindrances. And so that's what stirs my juices, man. That's what fans the embers of my flame. That's what enrages me in a healthy way. That's what turns on and activates my gifts and abilities, and that's what I devote myself to. But that same disappointment, that same anger, that same pissed offness is also directed against things that I see that keep holding me back. Habits, ways of thinking, things that I do that keep holding me back. And I'm never going to change them until I get pissed off enough to say, all right, enough is enough. No more. I'm not going to put up with having to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. I'm not going to put up living anymore in this dead-end relationship. I'm not going to put up anymore dealing with this dead-end job. I'm getting out of where I am. Today it ends. The end begins today. Can you get to that place? Is there an area of your life that you can think of right now where you feel like, I've been putting up with it long enough. It's time to get a little more pissed off, because that is when you'll launch into real and lasting change. Can you dig it? I hope you can. Well, that's what I'm talking about all this week in this 5-message series on changing your life. It happens when you get pissed off. This is all being shown in my Life Domination online coaching program. I would encourage you to join it today. It's awesome. It's all shown in a private Facebook group. You can have access to it, plus the entire archives of 400 videos that I've got in the archives that have already been done in this group. You'll have access to those. Plus, you'll be in there with dozens and dozens of other committed people just like yourself, dedicated to improving their lives. No naysayers, no haters, no critics. Just mutual reinforcement. I'll be in there administrating the group so you and I get some time to spend together. If you'd like to learn more about how you can join today, you can learn more at the link below, metalmotivation.com/life domination coaching. This is CJ, the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.